Netflix did a study of their viewership and found that people would often watch one episode or movie and then stop watching. This in-depth study, it found that when a show was over, viewers got caught in the loop of decision making. Do I watch another episode? Should I find something else to watch? Do I switch to live TV? Should I turn off the tube altogether and go to bed or read a book or go for a walk? Where's the remote? So viewers got stuck in this mode, and this caused them to, more often than not, discontinue watching. Well, then Netflix inserted an algorithm where the next episode would automatically start after just a few seconds, right? We've all seen it. Or in the case of a movie, it would show another similar movie trailer, and at the end of that, automatically start a movie if no action was taken, right? Automatically start the next show. So viewership went way up. It went up dramatically. No more decision making. It was all made for you. And you didn't now have to pick up the remote to complete your thought process. My wife and I stayed up way past our bedtime many of nights watching Breaking Bad, right? Hope you've probably all been there at one time. So what are the glitches in our businesses that are causing customers to stop or hesitate, to not pull into our parking lots, to pull open our front door, or finally make the decision to buy? If you've ever hired a secret shopper, they can help you with these activities. Even a local college business class could tackle this problem for you. It'd be kind of fun to learn, wouldn't it? And how interesting would it be to have an outsider give their perspective of your signage, your doorway, your parking lot, your cases, your carpet, the smells in your store, the presentation of your employees, the ease or difficulty in purchasing from you, your financing process, that type of thing. You might even learn a lot from an honest, straightforward discussion with your team, right? Just open it up to their thoughts. I once walked into a jewelry store in Michigan, and the carpet, it was clean, but it was rose-colored and it smelled musty. The kind of musty that when you walk into an old wet basement. And my immediate impression of this store was that it was outdated and the merchandise was probably just estate jewelry. And it didn't help that there was a big old huge grandfather clock on the back wall. Now, I'm not against grandfather clocks, but its presence along with the carpet smell and the color gave me visions of an old antique store that my grandma would take me to when I was a kid. Also a funeral home that I had to go to as a child as well. Now, this was not the place that I was going to buy my engagement ring. Okay, the decision was instantly made. When American food companies introduced cake mixes in the 1930s, sales were flat for about 10 years. People just weren't buying cake mixes. And then they hired a psychologist to learn what the problem was. And they found out that the act of baking a cake showed care and pride and love of preparing something homemade. People just didn't feel that care and pride and love when making a birthday cake just from a box. Then General Mills announced that instead of powdered eggs in the batter, that you add 2 fresh eggs. That was enough to allow folks to feel like they were actually baking cakes with care for their loved ones. Now it was truly homemade, and sales skyrocketed. They overcame that psychological glitch by recommending people homemade it, right, with 2 fresh eggs. Now, I know sales are very good right now in our stores, but let's not rest on our laurels and accept good enough, okay? Isn't it fun in business to learn how we could be doing better? Let's always be striving to up our game. So here's a thought. Over the next holiday shopping weeks coming up right now, take some time to try to view your business model from the outside in, or have someone come in and scope out these business stops or glitches. See if you can find one or two of them, and how incredible would it be to fix those glitches. See if you can nix the glitches in your system or presentation and increase your closing ratios by possibly double-digit percentages.